What's going on? This is Pedram, and I'm coming to you from Pedram TV. And today, in this video, I want to talk about why you need to stop watching porn. So, you see, porn addiction or any kind of other addiction, truly, it's a prison. It's a prison of the mind, and it's the sucking life out of you. It's destroying your livelihood. Now, I know I can sit here and say all of these, and you're probably still going to practice your addiction and you're not really going to uh, stop. But it's critical and it's important to realize what this is doing to you, what this addiction doing to you. You see, let me be honest with you. If until you're practicing this addiction, you will not be able to move forward with your life. So whether that is wanting a proper career, or want to attract the right person in your life, you see, or become healthy, it's the sucking life out of you from all areas of your life. And it's critical and it's essential for you to learn how to overcome addiction. Because let me say it again, you will not be able to have the awareness you need if you are living an addict life or if you're suffering from addiction. Now, I come from a family of an addict. You see, I have a lot of people in my family, mostly in my dad's side, but I still got some people on my mom's side who suffered from addiction. And I tell you, if you're suffering from any kind of addiction, you are not going to have the awareness it takes to take your life forward. So I want to bring this to your attention, why you got to stop. And I read in a book, if you are a pickle in a jar, how do you read your own label, right? You see, as human being, we all have blind spots. We have sides that we cannot see, and sometimes we can be deluded. We can think we are better than what we think. You see, or we think we are. Sometimes we might even think we are worse than what we actually are. But the truth is, we have blind spots. And if you have addiction, you are facing with blind spots. And if you want complete awareness, and if you want to move your life forward, whether you want to help your family get a better job, attract the right person in your life, whatever that might be, you want to make sure you are addiction free. And that will bring the awareness, the livelihood you need in order to tackle your life. You see, having addiction, you are only tapping into maybe less than half of your full potential or your full capacity as a human being. And you are not living your full potential. It's being an addict myself. I know when I was in my addiction, I was dead. I was like a zombie. I was like, it would probably be better if I was dead, because I was alive, but I did not have any livelihood inside myself. Mental health issues is been one of the most challenging things that I went through in my life, and I still do to this day. And being basically like a zombie and not being happy. And my addiction was one of the primary reasons of my mental health issues, whether it was depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, and isolation and disconnection. All of that was what my addiction brought to me. And addiction is not the problem. It is what's going on in our life that causes us to go to the substance. For example, if you had a bad childhood, or if you went through some kind of childhood trauma, you are more likely to become an addict. And we use addiction to escape. We use addiction to numb the pain. We use addiction to escape from reality. Now, it's really powerful because I'm an addict myself, and I can see these I can really, when I say everything that I say, I can really feel it in my bone. I myself had problem for years. I had problem with reality, consciousness, awareness. I just didn't want to feel what I'm feeling. What is this about? Where am I going? What am I doing here? And I was going to my chosen drug just because I didn't want to feel the way I was feeling. And I did not want to feel the way I was feeling. I wanted to escape. I wanted to live in this fantasy land. And when you are having an addiction, you cannot be in reality, because addiction is fantasy land. If you want to improve your life, you better come back to reality. You better come back to reality, and you better come fast, because as long as you're in addiction, you will not have the awareness to make life happen and really move forward with your life. So coming back to reality. And how can you improve your life if you're not living in reality? And one of the biggest side effects of addiction is actually disconnection, isolation. You see, disconnection and isolation is one of the biggest side effects of addiction. And I tell you how that feels. Imagine you are dropped off in Mars and left there, and nobody is around you. You are feeling alone, afraid. You are like in a foreign land, and that's what addiction brings about. It brings about deep disconnection and isolation, almost like it's you versus the world. What am I doing here? What do I want? Who are these people? And it can get really in a dark place. And we live in a time and age where more and more people developing ADHD, addiction, depression, anxiety. It's just all over the place. Using of social media, our attention span becoming shorter and shorter. So now is the time to do something about your addiction and try to overcome it. If you want to be the best you, I'm only making this video for the people who want to be the best you. If you want to have the full awareness, if you want to provide for your loved ones, for your family, if you want to get ahead in whatever your goal might be. But first, it takes awareness. It takes knowing yourself and understanding yourself and becoming a whole person, becoming this spiritual person. Now, by all means, I'm not this spiritual. I'm a journey. I'm a work in progress. And I'm sharing every step of the way with you on how to overcome addiction. Right? So it's important for you to do something about it, and do something about it now, because you see, addiction tends to get worse. And do you think that the person you see on the side of the road, or the drug addict you see, or the homeless person you see, got there because they choose to? No, it's the things that lead them to those destination. And how do you know if you're not on your way to becoming one yourself? You see, that's the funny part of this. You might be laughing at the homeless person, but you are well on your way to becoming one yourself, and you probably wouldn't know about it. It takes awareness, it takes work, it takes effort to overcome addiction. And guess what? A lot of people who are suffering from addiction don't even know they have a problem. So in other words, they don't know that they don't know. And only when it starts to get worse and worse, they start to realize, wow, maybe something is not right with me. I wonder if other people feel like that. And the pain keeps on getting worse. And we keep on going to the drug, and we keep on wanting to escape from this reality, because we find it too hard to deal with. And we want to escape and go to fantasy land. And as we do that, slowly, you get disconnected and you live in a fantasy land, starting off with your family, starting off with your friends, starting off with your career, starting off with the people you love, starting off with your health, and slowly you're getting lower and lower, more in the basement. You see, you don't have to go through this. You can right now get out of this and not go down. So if you're suffering from from any kind of addiction, right? Porn addiction, food addiction, shopping addiction. We live in a culture right now because it's going crazy. Let me tell you the truth. It's going crazy. We are developing addicts in fast rates, and it's only about to get worse. So if you know somebody who is suffering from addiction, or if you are suffering from addiction, it's time to do something about it now. And I made it my mission to try to help people, because now is the time we need to help people overcome addiction and make the world a better place. Anyway, I hope this video made sense. I appreciate you watching and taking time to watch this video. If you have any questions, please leave on the comment section below. I will look at them and I will get back to you. And share the video, like it. And if you want to join our community of growing addicts here in the UK, right, I'll leave the Facebook group link in the description. Go ahead and join us. And we look forward to helping you overcome your addiction. Until another video, take care.